entebe muziyise wozigende mabega. Entebe muzitwale mabega. Entebe muzitwale mabega.
Our power. NUP. Everywhere. Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. The quote of the day today, for me, the quote of the day. And my brother Norbert, I want you to print this on a t-shirt for me. The quote of the day for me is, if you don't care about the politics of your country, then you is a fool. Norbert, njagala nkoleyo t-shirt eyo nange nyume. If you don't care about the politics of your country, you is a fool. Dash Dr. Kiza Besigye. Thank you very much. Bw'oba tofaayo ku bukulembeze gwanga lyo nga tebikwatako, nga tofaayo ngeri gy'okulemberwamu, nga tofaayo oba waliwo amadwaliro oba tewali, nga tofaayo misolo gy'osasula kyegikola, then oli mugwagwa. Thank you very much, Dr. Kiza Besigye. Mukimanye nti okununula eggwanga kitukakatako abaana ba Uganda fena, era gwe bw'otunuulira ensi y'onoosirikireyo oliddemu ensi y'olukwe, n'abo abakulwanirako gwe n'osirikira gy'oli obeera obasaddase. Ono omusajja tumuta buti naye nga twakuŋŋanye. To this new home of the National Unity Platform and the People Power Movement. Brothers and sisters, it is in order for all of us to say, Ebenezer, for this far that the Lord has brought us. In the beginning, many naysayers dismissed us as a mere wave. They said we would cease to exist in a short while. But I responded to them at that time, and I still respond to them now, that we are here to stay because we are the National Unity Platform. I thank the people of Uganda for believing in the message that we carry, for trusting us, and for voting us into numerous offices. But most importantly, I want to thank the people of Uganda for getting involved and taking an active role in this struggle that we are all involved in to free our country from tyranny. I want to thank the leadership of this secretariat, headed by the able Secretary General, Comrade David Lewis Rubongoya, and the entire team for working under pressure to make this day possible. Thank you very much, comrades. Thank you for taking pressure, not only from me, but from all over, all the corners. Thank you very much for being my shock absorber. And thank you very much for taking the pain that should have been taken by so many people. Please know that we appreciate you and we never ever take you for granted. I want to thank the elected leaders, especially our members of parliament, mayors, councillors, and all our leaders, but very especially the members of parliament. Friends, it is mainly because of you that we are here today, and I want you to know that. It is largely because of your contributions, financially and otherwise, that we have kept going, and we are confident that we shall keep going. I want to thank our gallant foot soldiers who have always been on the receiving end of the brutality, the beatings, the prison, and the abductions. Thank you very much for standing the pain that we cause by speaking truth to power. We salute you, brothers and sisters. I'm always passionate when talking about the foot soldiers because most of our dead comrades were foot soldiers. Most of the missing people you see were foot soldiers. Most of the political prisoners in prison today, the known and the unknown, are foot soldiers. And yet, most of the committed and solid comrades that we have in this struggle are foot soldiers. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to know today that your sacrifice is never ever taken for granted. And I want to promise you today that your input and contribution will never go in vain. One day you will be proud of the things that you're doing today. I promise you that. One day is one day. I always say this to you, and I say it again. Dero kutoba, encha kuvimba. In a very, very special way, ladies and gentlemen, I want all of you to join me in recognizing and honoring Dr. Kizza Besigye. Allow me, sir, today, like many times in the past, I will not address you as Dr. Kizza Besigye. I will address you as President Kizza Besigye. Because we elected you and you won the 2016 election. So you are president, my president, and president of so many people who elected you in 2016. For the last 20 years, ladies and gentlemen, this giant that we have in our midst today has endured persecution, dehumanization, humiliation, all at the cost of all of us. He has been betrayed by comrades that he has trusted most. He has gone ahead to inspire many of us. Doctor, I stand here before these people mainly because of the challenges that you gave me. You will allow me, Doctor, with your permission, I'll tell these people a story. One day, nakuchalira eruzira ngawakuwanise emida. And you challenged me. You said, in our age, wali Dr. mulungi nnyo, gokola sente zo, osobola okolera mu nsi yonna yonna. But because of the pain that you had for our country, you got into the struggle, which was even more dangerous than the one we involved in today. So it's because of you that I felt the challenge and I rose to the occasion to do what I'm doing and be sure that it will not end on me, but I will continue that legacy and push it down so many generations to come. We salute you very much, sir. And may God grant you a long life so that one day you see your dreams come true through many people, including myself. Ladies and gentlemen, in the same way, I want to honor those senior comrades. Many of them, you've seen them here. Muzei Chibirige Mayanja, Muzei John Kendu Chamuzi, and many others that went ahead of us to pave way, to inspire us, and to spark that movement of change that has never stopped and will not stop until Uganda is free. Comrades, although we are today in a celebratory mood, balaba mwena muli basanyufu, muli mukujaguza, muli mukweyagala, kubanga muli waka. But allow me to request you today to use this day not just to celebrate but to reflect. Onakulayo tetulukozesa kujaguza bujaguza naye tufumiitirize, tulowooze waje tuvudde, biki bye tuyiseemu na wawe tuli. We are certainly not where we used to be. I mean, we are not where we want to be, but we are not where we used to be. Dr. Besigye achogeddeko bulungi nti kyetwayagala si kye kiriwo, naye ate we twali si we tuli, tulina we tutuuse. Tusi dine musaba kati atya n'okutya okubeera mu kitundu mu mayiro 10 okutulinaana, agenda kutuuka ekiseera ng'atya okubeera mu ggwanga lyerimu naffe adduke. So today, I want us to use this day to meditate, to reflect, to think about the reasons why we got into this struggle. Mulowooze lwaki twayingira mu bintu bino eby'obulabe, lwaki twewaayo era lwaki tukyagenda mu maaso. Why do we paint the walls with fallen comrades? in the far past and in the recent past. This should be a day for us to think about this journey, which has been a journey for not only liberating our country, but to transform it into a country that we can be proud to call home. Tetwagala just kugoba bugobi Museveni, no, twagala kukyusa ensi yaffe nga tukozesa ebyobugagga by'ensi yaffe ne sente z'omusolo ze tuwaffe kennyini tukyuse Uganda yaffe tugifuule Uganda eyeyagaza, Uganda ne bakadaama gye bajja okukomawo baleme kwagala kuddayo. That is a country that we want, ladies and gentlemen. We got onto that journey, and it has been a journey of pain and sacrifice. There has been a journey of constant lessons, a journey of constant growth, and we thank God that we are here today. So as we open this place, as we open this new headquarters, ladies and gentlemen, I request all of us to avoid having that sense of arrivalism, of completeness, because we are not there. It is not yet Uhuru. The job is not completed. Temberanga wano ne mulowooza twatuuka, temberanga wano ne muvimba, no, tetunnaba yadde okutunda kamu katundutundu k'olugendo gye tugenda. Be a monument for the struggle for freedom, a monument of all those that have come long before us, that have contributed to this struggle that we are leading today. And may it be a monument for those that have paid the ultimate price with their lives for the freedom of this country. Ebifaananyi awo ebyo twabiteekaawo biberenga bitujjukiza buli muntu yenna kufa abali wano n'abo abali ewala aligezaako okwagala okwesiruwaza, tusaba atunnengako ebyo ebifaananyi amanye nti waliyo abaawaayo buli kye balina na buli kye bali okulaba ng'eggwanga lyaffe lino lituuka gye lirina okutuuka. If there's anything to guide us, let those noble memories guide us, ladies and gentlemen. This Comrade Yasin Kauma, Rita Nabukenya, Dan Cheune, Banji nyo. They no longer exist with us physically, but they exist and they are tattooed on our hearts. We shall always remember them. We shall always salute them. We shall always respect them. We shall always think about them. So, brothers and sisters, again, I want you to know that what we are opening today, this, our new headquarters, is certainly not the best headquarters. Mwena mwala bekifaananyi kye twasooka okubalaga kyanjawulo ku bizimbe bino bye tulina. Wano twali twagalawo floors na nnyingi nnyo. So this is not what we want. We want it bigger and better than here. But this that we have should be seen as a command post for the struggle for the liberation of our country, for us and as NUP and all other forces of change. So again, we must not relax. We must never ever relax. Tetuzikizanga, temuzikizanga bachali bange paka nga tutuuse gye tulina okugenda. With the little resources that we receive compared to the challenges and problems that we have, this is what we've been able to put up just as a glimpse. Ngapa kubira tochi in a new Uganda. Chiche tusobola okukola nga tusoloza sente z'omusolo nga tezibbibwa. What can we do with the taxpayers' money? All the trillions, what can we do? What shall we be able to do with the oil that we have in Uganda? With the gold that we have in Uganda? But most importantly, with the current taxpayers' money that we have in Uganda. So this is just a small example, ladies and gentlemen, and with the guidance of God and with your support, when we finally kick Museveni out, free our country, and we are in charge of your country. Man, oh man. Also, in the spirit of unity, I want to use this opportunity not only to salute our comrades in the struggle that are with us today, but also to call upon them like we are calling upon all of you to embrace the spirit of unity. We can never do this alone. Nachibagamba olunaku lumu ebugiri mu 2017, was it 2018? Nabagamba nti ekibiina kyonna bwe kirowooza nti kisobola kyokka kyokka oba namunigina okuwonya Uganda eno okuginunula kiba kyerimba. Batuwagidde nnyo baganda bange, buli woyita bayimba National Unity Platform, bayimba People Power, naye tetusobola kikola ffekka, tulina kikola na buli omu. Ate sijja si bakulembeze bokka, abanaddiini, abasomesa, abalala abekolera emirimu egyabwe. Everybody has a role to play. I am very happy nti bannange mukoze omulimu gwammwe. Abaana ba boda simanyi bwenyeza bebaza, abasomesa simanyi bwenyeza bebaza, bamakanika simanyi bwenyeza bebaza, abayimbi bannange simanyi bwenyeza bebaza, ne bannabitone byonna mukoze omulimu ogw'amaanyi. Let us continue working together, but most importantly, let us lead by example. Let us lead by example, ladies and gentlemen. Mwe abana ba People Power namwe aba NUP. Katonda watutadde atuchallenges buchallenges. This love that has been shown to us by our comrades is supposed to humble us. Okwagala kuno kubatuwadde tekugezanga kone kukuwanika amampati wabula njagala kukukakanye.
Yeah, because it is a praiseworthy act in honor of our distinguished departed comrades. I greet you and welcome you all to this unprecedented event. If you look at the wall behind you or besides you, you will see drawn thereon faces of a few of the many martyrs and victims that Mr. Museveni's regime has made of the comrades with whom we started this journey. At the extreme end, just behind there, is a painting of the late Yasin Kauma. He was shot dead towards 9 p.m. on the 13th October 2018, as he sat inside President Chagulanyi's vehicle that had parked outside Pacific Hotel in Arua. The shooter was a member of Mr. Museveni's military guards, commonly known as SFC. Kauma had spent that fateful day driving President Chagulanyi as he mobilized support for Honorable Kassiano Wadiri, who was contesting then in the parliamentary by-election of Arua municipality. At the time of his shooting, Kauma was seated in the exact spot where the Honorable Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu had been sitting just moments earlier as he drove him through the town. It is abducted from Kasubi on 28th of November 2020. 2. Damurila John is Comrade Rita Nabukenya. Comrade Rita Nabukenya on the morning of 24th February 2020 was pursued and ran over by a police patrol truck in Nakawa as she traveled on a motorcycle. She was rushing to attend a consultation meeting organized by President Chagulanyi at Popopo Memorial Center in Rubaga. Eyewitnesses stated that once the police officers realized Rita still alive, they reversed the truck and ran over her again until they were sure she was dead before speeding away from the scene. While this incident happened, right under the watch of police CCTV cameras, the police spokesperson claimed that the particular camera was faulty that day, so they could not retrieve any footage to identify the soldiers responsible for Rita's death. Rita left behind 2 daughters, the oldest of whom is now about 10 years of age. Until her death, she was a presenter on Olujiliro TV, one of the popular online media outlets, the platform she was using to mobilize fellow women and oppressed youth to get national IDs in preparation for the 2021 presidential election. We laid her to rest in Chiwaka district on 25th February 2020. Francis Chibalama Senteza, fondly known as Frank, is the face that is painted at the extreme right, just behind there on the wall. Frank was about 26 years of age when a military police patrol truck, registration number H4DF2382, deliberately ran over him at the Buseka roundabout, and the occupants on the military truck, police truck, just continued as if nothing had happened. Frank, a bodyguard to our president, was knocked dead on 27th of December 2020 as he tried to clear the way for the president's campaign team that was rushing journalist Ashraf Kasirye to hospital. Ashraf Kasirye had been shot in the head while covering President Kyagulanyi as he traveled from Masaka for a campaign meeting. Like many other youths disgruntled with how our country is being run, Frank had just left his job he was doing as a carpenter in Iwaise and committed his full time to the struggle. We buried him at Kiroza village in Masaka. The 4 comrades on that wall have in one way or another faced the wrath of Mr. Museveni's regime for identifying with the President Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, who is challenging his grip on power. Journalist Ashraf Kasirye and the producer Danny Magic are living examples of the many failed attempts at President Kyagulanyi's life, as both have in the past been shot with projectiles aimed at them. The plight of the victims I have mentioned here, in addition to those whose names we have not mentioned for lack of time, highlights the many risks that anybody who dares to challenge Mr. Museveni must be ready for. Mr. Museveni might consider Yasin, might consider Rita, Frank, Dani Cheyune, Hakim Sekama, and Charles Mutiable, and many other departed comrades as mere statistics in his long and winding history of political matters. But they formed an integral part of our struggle for change, and we get many challenges along the way, but the memory of these comrades keeps us going. They did not die in vain. A luta continua. I would like you to substitute the clapping with the raising up so that we observe a moment of silence for these departed comrades. I pray.